Incredible flavours, even better stories. One pour, 10 minutes. Aussie bourbon lovers sharing bourbon with Australia.
Oh, I got a good one.
Really good one.
Yes.
And do you know what that sound is? It's no echo, which means the bottle's almost full. In this case, it's very close to being full. Oh, you would never get a job in my bar the way you're tinging away at the top of the glasses. You're going to chip glasses. Now what are you doing? Don't just...
I spilled some. What are we drinking tonight?
Stop spilling it. Oh, well, what a good question. I mean, I suppose this is the kind of question you ask every night. But this is an Old Forester, and it's the 117 series. So
it's a really cute little bottle.
This is a teeny tiny bottle, H's head for scale. Sorry, this is only if you're watching on YouTube. So it's
about the size of your face if you're not.
This is the bottled in bond release in the 117 series. It was released on July 2023, and it's bottled in bond, so it's 100 proof. What can you tell me about this bottle, H? Because there's a... Oh, wait, let's do a little cheers.
Oh, no, sorry, okay.
Cheers.
Old Forester. Well, no.
Old Forester, sorry, of course.
I've been excited about this bottle for a while. He's just nosed it, and it's knocked him out. Oh, wow.
It's very pleasing on the nose.
Oh, that's so good.
Wow, why is that so good on the nose?
It's like...
Yum, that's really...
dessert heaven. I've just walked into a bakery.
That is one of the better Old Forester noses I reckon I've ever...
Oh, why is it such a little bottle?
Small bottle?
Jeez.
Okay, all right. Sorry, go and tell the story because I interrupted.
This one we didn't intend to buy. This is why I'm like... I was nervous it was going to be really good because it's such a small bottle.
Buttery, caramel, vanilla. It's like a delicious dessert that you know you shouldn't be eating.
Dave's having his little dessert moment over there. I'm going to continue my story.
Pecan pie. It's... Oh.
We were at the Old Forester Distillery in Kentucky, and we had obviously a alcohol limit coming back into Australia, so we'd already bought a few different bottles elsewhere, and we had Old Forester back at home anyway. Because can you get it here?
Yeah, Old Forester you can. Yeah,
so you can get some Old Forester here. So we hadn't bought any bottles because we knew we could get some back in Australia. But I had one of their delicious, they sell these delicious chocolates, which you've probably heard me talk about before, marshmallow chocolates. I won't go into detail.
Right.
But also I was purchasing one of my favourite T-shirts. I was like, Old Forester never gets old. I liked it because everyone always teases me about how old I am. So I was purchasing just the T-shirt and the chocolates, no bourbon because of our alcohol limit. And when I went up to the counter, the lady pulled this out from behind the desk and she's like, we've got a few of these left. There's only one per customer. Would you like one? Answers yes. Like, would you like one? These are our limited. They didn't have a. She said there was a limited release, and they were selling them, and we happened to be there, and it was little. So I figured that I think that's what gave me the line. I was like, we can squeeze that in our bag.
So we haven't spent much time in Islay or the other kind of big distillery regions, but in Kentucky, it's a thing that if you get to the distillery on the right day.
Yeah, you just happen to be there.
That they're releasing a thing. And because we like to be in Kentucky in September when they like to do the nice things.
Well, they had releases before then, but they still had some left. And I was just like, Old Forester Limited.
We'll
I couldn't say no.
So I've gone ahead and tasted that while you were telling that story.
Yes. What's the taste, Dave?
It has, it's a lovely, rich, bourbon-y goodness. It's not... It's got a lovely complexity to it that reminded me. It took me. I don't know if I'm making this stuff up.
I love
obviously,
when bourbon takes you places.
I was taken to. This is far too specific. So you're going to have to. This is not. It's not going to be. This is going to be terrible.
Tell us, Dave.
It took me into the tent, the Old Forester tent at Kentucky Bourbon Festival last year. Is it called the President's Select? Is that what that bottle's called?
The one that they were tasting on the day.
You know how they have these bottles. It's like I think they did a birthday bourbon at one point. They did the President's Select. I think I've got the name wrong. This is very reminiscent of that. That's so ridiculous. No one should believe that that's true because I'm not that good at this.
Close your eyes and it takes you there. No, but it makes sense. It's Old Forester and it's
really lovely.
So good. I'm so sad the bottle is so little.
Because it's not. It's almost like it's also one that it's not like I could have quite a few of those. No, sorry, I could have quite a few of those, but it's like it's not gentle and lovely and the one you want to open your night with. It's got a lovely
No,
long finish.
It's like deep and rich, and
Complex.
you could sit there just sipping a glass for a while because the flavours keep changing almost as they stay in your mouth.
I agree with that. I know you talk about your favourite T-shirt and those Modescas, which is the name of that chocolate.
Yep.
What else do you have fond memories of at Old Forester?
I don't know whether it was one of the first ones where we got to see them like char the barrels and stuff because they do that at all the different distilleries. But I really liked seeing them do it there. I think it must have been because one of the first ones we did early on, the Old Forester one.
Maybe.
No,
I don't think so. It's the one where I pushed the button and the barrel was charred.
Yeah.
Was that early?
I reckon that was early on because I was very excited about seeing a barrel charred. I reckon that was maybe it was one of our first. And then you go to heaps of distilleries and watch them do it heaps. But I just remember the Old Forester, like that charring, and I still, like when I get those flavours, it's there that I think of.
So Old Forester is part of the Brown-Forman group. In fact, if you look on the top of that, it has...
A little Brown-Forman sticker.
Well, it has George Garvin Brown's kind of name on it and says the word founder. I actually don't know if that's... maybe I wonder if the 117 has something specifically to do with him. But he's the guy who was mates with Forrester, who did have 2 R's in his name, and now it's only 1 R.
Yeah, they dropped an R after he died.
I know. But Brown-Forman is a very big group of distilleries.
Yep.
It also has in it Jack Daniels and Woodford Reserve. So that's all in the same group. And there's others. Really? They're the big ones that kind of immediately spring to mind. But of the distilleries in Kentucky that we like visiting, Old Forester has this really interesting place in my heart because of I love the juice. I think they have really good bourbons.
Yeah, I love the dessertiness of their bourbon. I also like I don't know, there's this old-fashionedness to it, like vibe that's kind of really cool. Like sometimes you want, even the labels and the bottles and stuff, it's just like this very old school. I don't know, I've always loved it.
But they're also really good at staying relevant, and I reckon this particular the way that they do these 117 series, I'm not sure if they're still doing them or not, but like it's a distillery only release. That thing is really interesting to me as well because they also do the birthday bourbon where you can go into that.
I know. I go on every year. I go on the lottery hoping for a birthday bourbon.
Yeah.
Because you don't win the bourbon, you win permission to buy it. It's like so cool.
So like this scarcity thing they do it so well.
Yeah, but they can do it in that sometimes people create like scarcity for scarcity's sake, whereas they produce this amazing liquid that tastes delicious. And there's obviously I think it's one of the things I love about bourbon is so much of it. Yes, you can mass produce different ones, obviously, but like so many of them produce just like limited releases of different ones. And when you find ones like Old Forester, like I haven't ever had an Old Forester I don't like. There's other bourbons where some of them I like, some of them I love, some of them aren't my cup of tea. Old Forester, I've liked every single one.
I don't think I have loved every single one, but I've loved 90% of them, I reckon.
Yeah, they always have this dessertiness to them for me. It's like a good finish to the night.
Yeah, and this one isn't any different. Can you do me a favour? Can you nose that again? You know how they say when it opens up, you get these different things? I'm almost getting, there's like I'd almost wear this as a perfume, like a fragrance. Like you still get that original, like that lovely pecan kind of caramelly thing, but I don't know, it's something extra fragrant about this.
Yeah, there's a lot of vanilla there.
Like I agree with that. Yeah,
a lot of vanilla.
Really kind of like fluffy cupcake, buttery, fluffy vanilla cupcake on the nose.
Oh, that's good.
But I reckon this is the result as well of like a really good bourbon that is just opening up as well, which is really great. And it's all part of the fun of a nice bourbon, right? So do you know about the idea of a neck pour?
No. Oh, I've heard of it, but fill us in.
The idea of a neck pour is that when you first open a whiskey, the first thing that comes out of the bottle is potentially going to be different to what the rest of it is because it hasn't had as much chance to get air on it.
So you're saying that because we've opened a brand new bottle and that we've had the first pour, that it's not...
Like some people say the neck pour is rubbish. Like it's almost like a joke. Like you could almost tip it out, a neck pour, because it's so bad. But
You're saying it's going to get better.
Well,
Are you promising me this, Dave?
I'm not saying any of these things. I'm just reiterating what someone else has said. But like when you first open a whiskey and then you pour it in a glass, it hasn't had much chance to have air on it. Anyway, I think that, yes, this might potentially even get even better over the next few minutes.
That
because,
excites me.
You know, we didn't let it open up.
No.
Once we poured it in, we really poured it in and just went for it, which is good on us because that's good enthusiasm from us.
And
if we'd let it sit there for 10 minutes, this episode would have been trash. But, you know.
Very dull and boring.
Right.
But isn't that exciting, though, that the first bit, even though it might get better, that we'll never have this exact flavour again? Because that's a neck pour.
Oh, well, that's interesting you put it like that. Yeah, sure, that is a bit.
Well, it will get better. We might not get this exact. Oh, it's so vanilla-y.
It's so vanilla-y. All right, well, we'll settle in and enjoy this, and you see if you can find yourself a nice expression of Old Forest, but you probably won't find this one. Sorry. Definitely can't get this one in Australia. Cheers.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you're connected with us on TikTok, Instagram and YouTube, and stay connected with us by clicking subscribe on your favourite podcast app.